So, how would you like to get this sweet PowerPoint video template absolutely free? Just click the link to go to the download page, grab your copy and save it to your hard drive, and then follow along with this tutorial as I show you how to modify it. You aren't going to believe how easy this is. Let's get started. The download link will get you this zip file. Just right click and extract. Open up the folder, and then to get started, open up the fonts folder and select and right click install any fonts that you might not already have. Once you do that, just open up the PowerPoint template and we'll get going. When you first open up the slide deck, there will be an enable editing button right around here. Click that, and your very first step after that is to go to File, Save As, navigate to a location on your hard drive, and rename this file. You do not want to screw up your master. Now, at first glance, we might think, oh, gee, what an attractive looking PowerPoint video template. But this is actually part of the ingenious design that's going on here. So just follow along with me step by step. I'll show you how to modify it, and then I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to make it even more awesome and effective. The first thing you want to do to be able to modify almost all of these kinds of templates is to open up what's called the selection pane. On the Home tab, you can go over to Select and choose Selection Pane. Also, if you click on any object on a slide, you can go to Format and open up the selection pane here. My favorite method, though, is to, once you find the selection pane tool, right-click on it and add to Quick Access Toolbar. That'll go ahead and put it right up here so it's always available and you don't have to hunt and stab like I just did to find it and open it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The selection pane shows all of the stuff that is on a particular slide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all of that stuff. And in doing so, I see that there's still an image here. What this tells me is that this picture is actually part of the slide background itself. So I'm going to right click and say Format Background. Instead of a solid fill, which is kind of normal, you'll see that it is a picture. And to change this and make it my own slide deck, I'm going to go ahead and go File, choose a widescreen high quality image, and say Insert. I'm going to go ahead and show all of the other elements again, and then maybe move this over a little bit, and to preview, just click the animation star. Very nice. Told you that was easy. To change the rest of the images, I'm basically just going to repeat that process on all of the other slides. Since I already have the Format Background panel open here, all I have to do is go pick a different image. And again, repeat that for each of the slides. And go ahead and preview. Now, one of the other things we certainly might want to do is to change text. So the easiest way to do that, I'll close the Format Background panel, and I'm going to hide all once again. Here's my image, and the text elements are right here. So all I'm going to do is turn those on so that they're visible, and then just edit text as normal. And one tip here is that depending upon the content of your slide, you might want to reposition these text boxes. So I'm just going to select them and move them. This is easy to do when all of the other elements are turned off. So again, I just have the two text boxes turned on so I can easily manipulate them. Don't forget to show all, and then preview. Now, another tip in modifying these particular slides is that you might notice that, well, there's kind of some stuff on top, some filters and things called light leaks. So to maybe get some other interesting effects, you might try to turn some of these additional elements off which I'll do here, and maybe this transparent layer. And then when I preview, you can see that the image is much sharper, and the effect that we're getting here has a lot more contrast. It's all up to you. Now again, you might be asking yourself, why are all of the slides appearing to be black here? And actually, like I mentioned, it's part of the ingenious design that's going on here. So let's take a look at that and see why it's kind of a cool thing. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Animations pane on the Animations tab. And one of the things that makes me crazy on a lot of these slide templates is that it's very difficult to make slides last longer than the 4 or 5 seconds that are typically displayed. Let's preview this. I like it. It's looking good. I like it a lot. And it's gone. The black box here, if I click on it, is actually nothing more than a shape that fades in right at the end of the slide. So effectively, instead of a whole bunch of exit animations and stuff like that, what happens is everything plays, all of the elements come in, all the animations come in, and then right at the end here, boom, you see that this black shape just covers everything up, and we move on to the next slide. So here's kind of a way you can make the slide last longer if you want. On the animation here, I'm going to click on it, and you'll notice that the delay is set to 6.5 seconds. Well, to make this slide stay, let's say, 10 seconds, just change the delay, and then watch down here as this animation just gets bumped out to 10 seconds. Let's preview it now. All of the stuff comes in, all of the animations are happening, and instead of jumping out right there, it waits until this transition effect kind of comes in and covers everything up. So that is very handy dandy. When you're finished making all your modifications, just go to File, Export, Create Video, set the seconds spent on each slide to 0, and create video. And one thing you'll probably want to do here is, due to a known bug in PowerPoint, I've been saving mine as Windows Media videos instead of MPEG-4s, which actually end up to be kind of glitchy because of that bug. Click Save, and you'll be all set. Hey, I hope you found that useful, and don't forget to check out the entire Decinema Reactive Collection, along with an extra 30 templates as part of my bonus. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.